Howdy, Scorpios. Welcome to my channel for the newbies, for the oldies. Hello, my peeps. Okay, so this is your mid-month reading. Let's get started. The focus is love, but if other stuff gels and oozes in there, then just take it. Okay. One second. Mind your tongue, Scorpios. I know that stingers of yours. I know how she can or he can get. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. Mind your tongue, especially because the first card, well, actually the second, because I got a clarification card, is the daughter of air, or the daughter of swords, or the page of swords in reverse, paired up with the eight of water, the eight of cups. If I mean, I mean, first I meant to say the base of your reading, you have the nine of fire. Inner strength this depicts in this reading, but it mainly I feel like you're being very guarded and holding firm, standing your ground. You don't want to budge. It's like a small sense of pride or like a chip on your shoulder a little bit. Even if this card says inner strength, it can kind of be a little bit not. It could more so go on the side of being too rigid and non-binding or non-bending and too unapproachable, or like too much ego-y thing going on when it shouldn't be, especially if you know you feel for someone and you ain't letting off. Okay, so yeah, back to the. I feel like for some of you, I feel like you feel like you may have the answer after possibly spying on someone or observing what they are like, and this has caused you to feel like you want to move on or to keep it moving, because the Eight of Cups speaks of moving on or going to find the ninth cup of happiness, coming from the seventh cup, and this being the eighth cup, and then the ninth cup means the fulfillment of and joy. And so like I feel like you'd be like trying to keep it moving, or you'd be sending out messages or signals out there like you are moving on, but you're really not. Like playing hard to get, basically. Um, um, girl. Vision. Then you've got for the advice card underneath these two. You've got the Vision Quest card, and then the Five of Earth. Or the Five of Pentacles in reverse, and the Vision Quest is equivalent to the Hangman card in the traditional deck. What I feel like these are saying is, like coming from the code, okay? Because this Five of Earth in reverse is it's actually a positive card. Like coming from the code, or come in from this insecurity kind of feel, or like isolation kind of feel. Like come in because there is nurture and there is love, there is abundance around you, but you have to do it in another way that you are used to. You have to change direction, change course, or change values, change beliefs, or change a certain outcome. You know, dibble and dabble and do things a little bit different. Um, so yeah, coming from the code, there are ways around things. There are alternative ways to do things. So if you feel like you can't have something because of some sort of situation, realize that there is avenues you can take. You be indecisive on who to give your cup of love to. You've got the nine of cup. I mean the son of cup, or the son of water here, or the son of cups, or the knight of cups. Sorry, in the traditional decks. I'm getting mad at myself. Sucking my kiss. Yeah. So this in reverse, it can be like a martyr kind of feel, like you're dragging your feet along with something you don't really want to do, and to be very indecisive about it. But I feel like this is more so pertains to the message is more so for some of you saying that you know, you be indecisive on who to give your cup of love to, because the son of water is offering his cup of love, and water is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpios, water signs or cup signs. Um, this you be indecisive to give your cup of love to, because some of you be a little bit too promiscuous and have too much people to choose from. If this two of pentacles up, right? Like too much juggling going on, or someone be doing this to you. But the advice underneath these two cards, you've got the seven of air, or futility in reverse, and it's basically saying like stop being so secretive or mischievous or obsessive or sneaky, or stop being so mistrusting and weary of people and the world that around you, because I feel like it's causing a bit of isolation. Okay. And I say that with the world around you because you've also got the big medicine wheel, which is the world right next to this card here. Um, realize there are other ways of doing things, and you need to take up the advice on that. And that can also be the reason why this Seven of Air is in reverse. You need to take up some different advice, absorb some different energies, especially with the Seven of Air here in reverse and the Vision Quest in reverse. I feel like it's definitely advising you to, like, there's an alternative way, or there's another route, and if you seek, you shall find. I just feel like there's a strong message for some of you. I really, really feel that. Um, Connect more with yourself as well. Be honest with yourself about what you can offer, or be honest with the person about what you can offer and what you're willing to put up with. And if you have to cool off a bit to take care of your mind, body, and soul, then do so. But definitely connect more with what's going on around you, or connect more with the person that you're involved with, and don't make this an ego thing, Scott. And I feel like if you do this, you will find love and nurturing and togetherness and sensualness, okay? Because you've got the grandmother card here, and then the world card here underneath, the Seven of Fire in reverse and the Ten of Water upright. That's what I feel like the message is. Forgive me if I'm a bit scattered, yeah? Sometimes it's easier to just, instead of following some, you know. I feel like some of you have to go back to the drawing board. You've got the Four of Air, or the Four of Swords in reverse, and then the Mother of Earth in reverse. Earth is or Pentacles is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. Mother of Earth speaks of like body and tangible things and things you can feel, practical, often finances being grounded. But with this being in reverse, and then also with the Four of Air, which also speaks of meditation and calmness and serenity, with this being in reverse, I feel like you guys have got to get back in tune with your body in some sort of way, get back in tune with your health. Um, um, Go back to the drawing board, pay attention to how you're using your body or who you are giving your body to. You don't want to send out the wrong message or attract people to you who don't have the best of intentions. I feel like you will find healing if you exercise your competitive nature in a more healthy way, into more passionate pursuits and things that are more detrimental. Because then over here you've got the Star card, the Five of Fire, or the Five of Wands. Wands is Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. I don't know why I'm getting fed up trying to say the damn signs today. Um, these cards here can also mean, because the Star card is about healing, rejuvenation, but then the Five of Wands here is about stress, and then the Daughter of Fire here can be messages, or it can just be passionate action, sexual and attraction, magnetic that wants to happen. But there may be some sort of halt for some reason. There may be some stress regarding your health or the health of a loved one, and this loved one could be a child, because the Daughter of Fire could literally mean your daughter. Um, there's maybe some issues with intimacy and action. There may be a message received regarding someone's health or regarding your health. Some of you want to have this wild, crazy, passionate sex with someone, but they're just stopping your tracks for some reason. And some of you need to curb or get a grip on this overly passionate or overly sexual drive. Don't overextend yourself over your body. And then for some of you, these cards could basically mean you'll be competing for someone's affection, because this is going to also mean competition, conflict. And then you've got the Star card, so you may be literally competing with someone's affection, and maybe doing the absolute most for their love and affection. All right, somebody here to help you clear away the negative energy, because the Star card is about healing, rejuvenation, hope, light at the end of the tunnel. This is also known as the Aquarius card. So somebody here to help you to stop being your own worst enemy or a bad influence on yourself or them. But I definitely feel like for this message overall in this reading, insecurities are definitely getting in the way of a union or a possible union, or insecurities of fucking some shit up. Okay. Hey, where's the cards that go here? World card. You can't see it, anyways. And then for some of you, if you want to avoid boring routine, you have to take the initiative right now and be the demonstrative one, because you have a spiritual connection with someone, but you feel a little bit like is in his platonic stage and is not moving, and things seem kind of dead and like it's lacking enthusiasm these last 2 weeks. Okay, but so maybe some sort of separation, or like just maybe not separation but isolation. dealing with each other, but I feel like you reconcile at the end. And then for others of you, I feel like there's just no turning back. To maybe moving on and be very weary of someone who is offering love, or someone who is like this with you because of some sort of arguing and bickering that went on, sort of air and reverse. So you want to move on. You feel like you can see eye to eye on family members. You've got the 7 of Fire here, and then the 10 of Water here in reverse. You feel like you can see eye to eye on family members or how to raise children, and then the presence of this big medicine wheel may be telling you to go out there and because it means that this relationship has ran its course. It means it's come to a completion because the World card can mean completion of something or an ending of something. And the focus now be on rejuvenating yourself and nurturing your body, and that's what the presence of or finding people who share your beliefs and have the same creative values and creativity and build a firm foundation around them. Because this is the grandmother card or the empress card, and that's what this card is known to represent. Okay, right there. Okay, that's your reading. And let's get to. No, I went overkill with the oracles. I'm not even sure if I'm going to read them all. Okay, break free. Move away from situations that are not nurturing you. Mothering helps us feel safe and loved. Nurture yourself. I definitely feel a strong need to nurture your body, your inner world right now, so your outer world can be smooth sailing. Angels all around you. Connect with them and work with them. And then you go. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate differ from your usual type and expectations. And then you've got codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. And then you've got. I know I'm crazy because I feel like I have to just read all of these. I'm going to read the description for these ones here, not all of them other ones. But never ending story. Alright? Never ending story. What this is talking about is self criticism, the wounded ego, and unnecessary dramas. There is a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that tells of hurt and loss, rejection and humiliation, self-loathing and arrogance, and all matter of suffering born of unnecessary dramas. It is the old story whose refrain is that you cannot do this, must not go there, should not say that, lest your world come crumbling down. Today, know that none of this is actually true. The sky is not falling. The voice you hear is just a small, scared, conditioned part of you that got stuck in a lie, wants to protect you, and needs to be seen as a victim. Love that's lost piece of you. Fear is all it knows. Distorted guidance is preventing you from being true to yourself. You are not your story, and the narrator is simply the voice of your fearful part, small and vulnerable, and easily soothed. Relationship message, being that this is a love reading. Sometimes your heart enters into a contract with another that results in pain, not because of abuse or neglect, but for other more complex reasons. Shame, fear of intimacy, and low self esteem are the greatest challenges to the success of a relationship. Consider how valuable this knowledge is. However, right now you have an opportunity for an important healing, but you must reflect on the stories you weave about love, connection, abandonment, rejection, and loneliness. Not only do you need to begin a new story, you need to forgive yourself for telling yourself the old ones. Have compassion for the part of you that believes all of those narratives. None of them were ever true anyway. Yes, I feel a lot of you may be doing a lot of pushing away from some people. But some people some people not even deserve this skeptical love. Like if someone's trying to offer you their love, they don't even deserve this skepticism because they maybe you be creating all this shit in your head. Like they be genuinely offering you love and genuinely a good person to be with, but I feel like you're just fighting yourself because you're scared about something. Then you got co-create in reverse. Co-create in reverse is telling you, Scorps, basically you are trying hard to create all that you desire. I'm gonna show you the picture I've right, but it can't reverse, yeah? Without the nurturing, vital force of spirit, perhaps you are in a creative slump, suffering writer's block, facing a monumental task but unable to write, unable to decide on your first step, so you avoid just doing anything. Does the word overwhelmed apply to you right now? Why do you think it always come down to you? Inspiration means drawing in of the divine guidance. You must tap into spirit, not simply yourself. Ask spirit for inspiration. Two minds are greater than one. So co-create with your divine partner. Reclaim your partnership with spirit or your higher self, and inspiration will flow through you as soon as you get out of your own way. And then you've got between worlds. Between worlds. Transitions, not being quite out of one situation and fully engage in another, temporary blindness, a no man's land. Between the worlds is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. This is a time when you are unable to see what is ahead. Cultivate curiosity and trust the process of change and growth. You are done learning the lessons of recent experiences in this place. Between that what was and what will be is a state of making and unmaking and making again. What is essential now is to admit not knowing. There is a great freedom of power to be unleashed. A mystery that is not yours to understand weaves in the web of life within a divine matrix of consciousness greater than your own thoughts, feelings, beliefs, desires, and decisions. The seeds that were planted in the past begin to take root, but what surfaces will probably not be what you expect. What you are When you are between worlds, you are invited to see with the curious eyes of a child glimpsing a rainbow for the first time. Do so, and you will not be disappointed. As a relationship message, this is a time to explore a new energy between you and another. It is not a moment for certainty, but rather for discovery and curiosity. You don't know yet if this will last forever, so allow yourself to explore who you are and what it is reflected back to you. This relationship is meant to educate you about yourself. What do you need? What do you like or dislike? What values are important to you? You are in a critical phase of a relationship that is not to be dismissed or hurried. And on that note, you've got Geo the Slow. And this card basically speaks of not rushing things. Going slow. Slow down, sit back in your chair and think a little. Why are you going so fast? What do you hope to gain from it? Are you metaphorically trying to push the river? What kind of stress is being created in your life by hurrying? The presence of Geo in a reading indicates that this situation or issue is part of a long process that cannot well be hurried and is important to settle in for a long haul and to set pace that you can maintain for as long as needed while remaining relaxed and patient. And then I know I'm going overkill, but whatever. And then you have unity in reverse, so obviously conjure up your own thoughts, Scorps, and what that could possibly mean. Now you've got temptation. Now I haven't used this in so long. I love these cards though. You've got this is the Tantric Dakini Oracle. And I love the surrealism in the cards. It's fucking sexy. You got temptation. A snake representing the temple or the tempted pokes its head with an extended tongue between two apples, symbolizing earthly temptation and the divine apple of cosmic knowledge. A situation shown where a choice has to be made between two things, here depicted as identical images, mirrored aspects of each other. As it is that what is below is as that which is above. At the same time, here the snake represents the kundalini, the sexual energy, having to choose ascent or descent, so invoking divine wisdom or earthly power. Divinatory meaning, a tempting offer, yet a decision has to be made which should be based on the highest motivations. A situation where one has the chance to gain much if the correct sampling is maintained. Alright? And then you've got high tension. High tension. Definitely, man. This popped out, I say yes. That is definitely, I feel this in this reading. This is the questioner finds the need to make firm position as a warrior. This is an extremely uncomfortable situation to find oneself obliged to maintain because of the constant outpouring of vast amounts of energy. Thus, it also is a state of high tension, requiring the ability to relax and recuperate the first possible opportunity. The description of this card is the body is without any head and the two hands on the hips of a figure. This card shows the human body as an energy field, a conductor of currents, emitting positively charged energies in sudden flashes, yet pushed to the extremes as it is suggested by the expanded muscles and gigantic proportions. This figure is like a landmark, a lighthouse flashing waves of energy across the landscape below. Okay? How we doing? How we doing? Okay. And crystals for Scorpios this month. Crystals for Scorpios. Crystals for Scorpios. Or give me a crystal. Give me a B. B. You got your B. Bro, I can't read all of this. Oh man. Smoky quartz, elastio, graphic smoky quartz, and Herkimer diamond. Let's see which one needs to. Transmutational magic. A stone for karmic healing, smoky quartz elastio opens into different dimensions and brings possible transmutation. Self-understanding. You have a powerful survival instinct and ability to go where others dare not. To transmute the past, realize that darkness is not evil. Yes, Scorps, I know you know that. Facing your deepest fears turns these into golden gifts. You know that death is only transformation into the other state of being. Take responsibility for your life and do not let others control. The divination is to be patient. Much stirs beneath a calm surface. Total transformation is close. It may entail a trip to the underworld. Your shadow becomes your brightest gift. Toxic emotions turn to positive regard. Ground your efforts in the everyday and retain contact with higher realms. Success comes through dedication, trust in your abilities. Mentors are available. Release yourself from old attached enchantment. No part of you is evil or bad. Embracing your shadow leads you to healing hidden darkness of yourself. Frequency is exceptionally high. 49. Graphic smoky quartz. The stabilizer supports all structures in the body, removing toxic, gibberish, and traumatic memories. It keeps you grounded and balanced in a physical incarnation while exploring other dimensions. Lack of trust in yourself and other people creates psychological barriers that lie in the heart of your disease. Your self-esteem is low, creating a deficiency immune disease. Memories of old traumas have subtly amended your ancestral DNA. At a deep level, you have been compressed and limited. Allow yourself to expand again. Undertake a shamanic journey into the unseen worlds in such of healing. There you will find the underlying causes of disease and outdated soul and purposes that are affecting your well-being. Offer yourself the gift of transformation. Healing insight. Healing is found in the darkest depths of yourself, not in external forces. Frequency earthy and high. Pachamar diamond. Oh, this wasn't. I really didn't intend to. Instant energy. Powerful energy generates that access and release past life information. Herkimer diamonds make excellent shields against geopathic stress and EMFs. This crystal works beyond the physical levels to bring harmony to the energy bodies and the soul. Self understanding. Keep careful note of your dreams as they reveal the underlying causes of your disease. You be particularly sensitive to EMF frequencies, radioactivity, and detrimental earth energies. You may also be physically sensitive and need to clear a blocked third eye. Divination is check that you are not living on a negative earth energy line. You be addicted to your tablet or mobile phone and receiving detrimental vibes therefrom. Screen yourself appropriately. High vibration, high impact energy can dramatically change your world. This is extremely high frequency. Brilliant. Okay. Then these cards scope have no specific meaning, so whatever naturally comes to your gut is the message. What do you want Scorpio to know or show or do? Spirit. What do you want Scorpio to know or show or do? Let me know in the comment section what you think this means, Scorpio. Peace. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and hit that button.